It's Online Biz Real Talk, everyone, and we have an incredible subject for you as always. And we have a lot of incredible online business owners backstage ready to go over the subject. We have some newbies. We have a new business partner. I'm super excited for him. An action taker got his whole business pretty much up and going today. So congratulations, Jeff. All right. So our subject today is why create a presence online and how will it benefit you? That's our subject today. And why not make a presence online? There's people that makes billions of dollars that is just from free advertisement, literally. I was just seeing something, this person that's super successful, has like, I think 1 point, maybe even more, like 3 point something in property billion. And he said he's made millions of dollars just on free social media advertisement. So without further ado, let's bring in our business partners. Welcome, everyone. God bless you. Congratulations, Jeff. Congratulations, Tymeka, on your huge sale today. 1.2K. Congratulations. And welcome back, Paulo. You vacationed for a whole month on the go and still had your business running for you. So welcome, everyone. All right. Jasmine, why don't we go to you first? Why don't you tell us a little bit about the subject? Introduce yourself for us.
Hola a todos. Buenas tardes. Hello, everyone. My name is Jasmine Rodriguez. I'm from Mexico, Veracruz, and at the moment I live at Houston, Texas. So I'm a mom. I work as a nanny, housekeeper, and anything that comes on the way. But I'm always busy, and I'm so proud to say that I'm also a business owner. So the subject of today: why create a presence online and how it will benefit you. So I believe, and one of the reasons mainly that attract me to this business is for this thing. I saw a lot of presence of real people in this business. That's one of the things that attract me. And I learned also now working this business, the importance of being present, because I understand nowadays that people wants to join a business, especially an online business. We want to know that we're working with real people, that there's no robots. It's real people. So when I show myself online, I'm telling people, that I'm real, that if they have questions, they can communicate with me. And the nice thing nowadays is that we don't show ourselves just, one platform. There's many different ways, right? Through Facebook, YouTube, and all the other platforms that we have nowadays that will help us make ourselves present online. And also making myself present for my business in the online world. Like what we're doing now, like I said, I'm showing people that I'm real, that I can tell them that at the beginning, I had my doubts joining the business because I didn't know much about it. But seeing my coach Georgia, seeing Paulo, who has been here, seeing my other colleagues, that made me comfortable joining the business, because I knew that I was going to work with real people that works, for multi-million, dollar companies. And I was like, okay, I think I can do this. And even though, I came in with not experience throughout my training and making myself present, I've been learning. I have this beautiful team, that I work with, that support me fully, encourage me, and they're always there for me. And I'm so happy, and at first for me, it was not easy to make myself present online, because I was a very, I will call it introvert person, very private. But I learned with, you know, doing this business, the importance of making myself present, to show people that I'm real, to show them that this is real, it's not a scam, because that's one of the things that stopped me for some time to start an online business, thinking, I don't know if I'm going to be dealing with real people, or it's just people who wants my money, and I will never hear from them or see them. And that kept me some time away from doing what I wanted to do. And, you know, once I met someone who was working for this business and introduced me to it. She's not with us now. Her name is Maria. She was very nice and explained to me, and she guided me, and she connected me with Georgia. And I knew I was talking to real people. And that's what really, really, you know, helped me out to give my step to move on and join this business. So, and I'm here. I'm making myself present online, and I'm so glad to be here with y'all. Going back to you, Georgia.
Awesome, beautiful. You're doing absolutely incredible. You're getting tons of leads. You got up and running really quick. And yeah, the presence online is super important nowadays. Like everybody talks about, getting yourself out there, and the online world is where to be. It's very evident. But the thing is a lot of people feel like they're shy to go online, or they're shy to do something. You don't have to be on video, and you don't have to put your face everywhere in order to make an online presence. If you literally post, and you're posting content, and you're posting about the business, and you're posting whatever you need to post that we direct you and the training has, so you can have everything sold on the back end, then you're going to see that people are being like, well, look at how much they post, or look at how much social media thread they have, and their presence is all over, and you can see that they're a real person on their website. And so all that together, is making people feel like, okay, let me press buy now, let me purchase the product, let me sign that contract. So people, and also the commissions, everything that comes in with this business. If somebody wanted to get started, like you said, that's why you felt that you could trust us too, because you felt that I can literally go to Georgia or go to Maria, and I could get help at the same time, because there's mentors and coaches that's here every step of the way to help somebody if they want to get started. And not only that, we direct you and show you how to post and how to create a presence online, so you can have your products being sold, so people can literally buy now. So thank you, thank you, thank you. God bless you. Did you want to add anything in Spanish? I know he was talking beforehand. He was like,
Para los que hablan español, pues los invito a que sean parte de este negocio. Yo al comienzo tenía mis dudas, pero como lo dije hace un momento, porque veo que esta gente que está también y es parte de este equipo de negocios me hicieron sentirme cómoda, supe que eran personas reales, y eso me ayudó a dar este paso y ser parte ahora de este negocio también, del cual estoy muy contenta. Gracias.
awesome, awesome. Amen. 100%. Thank you. Thank you for that. I wonder if Paulo will speak in Spanish. We all add to the Spanish group, and there's a whole bunch of people that's texting us in the Spanish group, and I'm like, I'm translating most of everything you're saying, because everyone's like, welcome. Oh my goodness, you Georgia's here. They're welcoming me, and Paulo, I'm wondering, is Paulo doing the same thing like me? Was you Paulo? Or you knew, you understood everything?
I can understand a bit of it, like from bits and words, because of with what I'm learning, but I'm still using Google Translate quite a bit.
Yeah, me too. I do like little words here and there. All right, Paulo, why don't you introduce yourself for us? Welcome back from your beautiful.
Thanks. Thanks, everyone. Just gonna apologize if my voice gets scratchy. I've been just getting over a cold, but hi, everyone. I'm Paulo Paralejas. I'm based here in Vancouver, grew up in Calgary, Filipino background. I've been a nurse for over 19 years now, and I started this business about 5 years ago, just over 5 years ago, because I burnt out and was looking for change. And I've been doing this business for quite a while, and the online presence is super important in the sense that it's like what Jasmine touched on. It builds that trust with people. It allows people to follow your journey, follow your growth. And I've had people reach out to me after following me for years and said, I've been following you from the very beginning, and I'm just seeing your slow progress, your slow successes and stuff, because this business is long term. It's not something that you start today and then tomorrow you're going to start making thousands of dollars. No, this is something that is long term. And so that's why you get a lot of these people, for me, personally, I get people just commenting and saying, I've been following you, and I want to know what you're doing, because I want to get out of the sort of cycle, the bad cycle that they're in, where they go work, eat, sleep, and that's all they do. They just keep work, and their quality of life is being affected. And so that's why it's good to have an online presence. And with George just saying, like, I got back from my trip, I was away for 5 weeks. Having that online presence was super important, because people followed my journey through my trip. From I was in Puerto Vallarta, then Mexico City, and then went through Central America. I was there for 3 weeks, traveling from Guatemala all the way to Costa Rica, and I flew back to Mexico. And so people got to see that I was able to still run my business with an online presence and still travel and do a lot of that stuff that a lot of us are wanting to be able to do. So for me, that's why, having an online presence is good, because for the reach benefits, because it's not just local. Like, although I'm in Vancouver, my reach is not just in Vancouver, it's in Canada, North America, through the parts that I'm traveling. It could be in Asia, it could be in Europe. So it's the sky's the limit, and that's why it's super important to have that bit of presence. And if you're not comfortable doing video or going on lives and stuff, that's fine. That's a natural thing that happens, because I was nervous. I have stage fright. I've been trying to overcome it for many years, since I was a child. And it's been a slow progression, but doing a lot of these online presence, forcing myself to feel uncomfortable, to get comfortable, is what I've been doing the last few years. And so video at some point will come to you naturally, and it will help you just create more of that trust factor with people who are following you and potentially want to start doing the business. And the other thing too, sorry, I made little notes. The other thing too is that it allows for free advertising. Although we do a lot of paid advertising, this also helps promote free advertising, where you don't have to spend money. You're just creating posts, creating things that are promoting the business, or promoting the lifestyle that that people want to have, is having a business online, and using proper hashtags and just creating a following on your page. And then the other part is that's really the only part. Building trust is the biggest part of having an online presence. That's it for me, Georgia. And I will put it back to you guys.
Love it. That's my favorite part. Okay. And if I told like my sisters and all my friends that start this business, like, they're like, how did you succeed so quick? How are you doing so well? And I can tell my business partners all the time. It's, if people trust you, they will buy from you. Okay. If you want to grow a business, you need to be transparent. You need to, show people they can trust you. And you need to also live up to it. You can't just let people trust you and you're spammy, or you're not living up to being transparent, and you're not honoring your word. Then your business is going to go down. So you need to make sure you build trust with your customers, with your clients, with even your business partners, people you mentor. Okay, if even right now, what we're doing, like right now, we're on this live and we're able to help. So right now, we're advertising to you that we help people earn online. Okay, that's why you don't see products on our pages right now. They are separate. They don't go together like that. If you see us selling the business plan, and we are mentors and coaches, and we can get you started, and if we get you started and you succeed, Jeff today, he just got started. once he makes sales, this company's going to give me huge commissions and bonuses. Okay, but I don't take any of his money, and I don't get a percentage. It's not an MLM, but because I sponsored him, it's in my best interest. So it's in our best interest to make you very wealthy. You know, there's a reason why we're going to help you. You don't have to pay for our coaching. You don't have to pay for our mentorship. Okay, we will help you. It's in our best interest. We're a team. We're your business partners. We're your coaches. We're your mentors. And in this business, to build the trust on your pages and your platforms, we show you that. So I love what you said. Thank you, Paulo, and God bless you, and congratulations on all your successes. I see that you're still going. Your business is still running for you as you were, you know. And how did you? Can I bug you a little?
Yeah.
Like, how did you fit your business in? Because I noticed that, and I probably know the answer. I noticed that you had a lot of content, and because I follow your page. And how did you fit your business? And how did things keep running for you as you were away? I know the answer pretty much. But
Well, anytime I go on trips, I pre-plan, and so I basically pre-posted 5 weeks of content on my business pages. And the thing with with social media presence is that when you create content on one platform, you can recycle that and use it in the different platforms as well. So you're not having to create extra work. So that's what I did as well. A lot of the Instagram reels I created in advance. And I'm very OCD. I have a schedule of my social media posts, and I will tell myself which posts I'm going to be posting on specific days. So that's what I did to plan for those 5 weeks I was away. And while those were scheduled posts, while I was traveling, I was posting stuff on my stories. I was posting stuff like on my stories on Instagram, on Facebook, and then TikTok. And so it was additional supplemental stuff I was posting as well. So people can see that, I'm doing things in real time. So that's what I was doing, Georgia.
I knew the answer, bestie, because we were talking about that. You're like, I'm so tired. I'm up creating a whole bunch of content so I can go on my trip. And we won't stop texting each other. We're both really tired, but we're working on the business and texting each other. I love that. I love what we built. It's fun. Like, Paulo's been in the business since like 5 or 6 years?
Close 5.5 years now.
And same thing with Ahmed. I think Ahmed, what is it, 5 years now? 5 years, yeah. So
2018.
Yeah, and like, I love watching all of our growth, and I love our journeys. I love our friendships. I love, just how amazing this community is. It's definitely, a dream business, and you meet awesome people, and you have these connections, and all over the world. As you went all over, Paulo, you met all these business partners. You're like, I'm meeting this person today. I'm meeting this person, and that's amazing to have that connection.
It is. I mean, that's what I love with our community being global. I met I ended up meeting one of our business partners down in Nicaragua. She's actually from Australia, but is from Nicaragua. So I met her and her family down there. But other places, like in Toronto, when I visited, I did a meetup with like 10 other business partners. Anytime I'm traveling to the interior of BC, I meet up with people. So yeah, it's awesome with our community being able to meet up with like-minded people.
Love that. Thank you, Paulo. God bless you. All right. Maybe we'll do a Zoom soon on how to, I know we know how to schedule, but maybe you can, try to show our business partners how they can kind of do it quick and recycle. That would be a good one for all of us. All right. Tymeka, let's go to a girl now. Tymeka, how are you?
Hi, I'm good. How are you?
Awesome. I'm good. So congratulations again.
Thank you.
You got a sale today, and it was pretty easy, right? He was like,
and this is a good topic because this is basically probably how I got my sale, right? So
exactly. So let's go ahead. Introduce yourself for us. Tell us a little bit about yourself, your background, and the subject. Why create an online presence, and how will it benefit you?
Okay. So my name is Tymeka Forbes. I am from Calgary, Alberta. I'm a mother of two. I was a hairstylist for many years, and now I am a stay-at-home mom. And I've been in the business for just a little bit now, and I'm very much enjoying it. I'm very proud to say that I'm an online business owner. So creating a presence online for your business is very important. It makes you be the face in front of your brand, right? In front of your business. So you have to put yourself out there, even though you might feel uncomfortable with doing that. And you're an introvert, putting yourself out there for your business is very important because it makes people see that you're a real person, that you're trustworthy, and they get to see your journey as you're going through the business, right? They get to see that you're a real person, that you have challenges just like everybody else, and that you're not fake, because people are very skeptical when it comes to wanting to get into a business that they don't see the person in front of, right? So it's very important. And I just need some notes too. Yeah, it makes you build trust. And the business is worldwide, so you're not just putting yourself out there just for the people in your community or in your city or even in your country. It's worldwide, so people all over the world is going to be able to see your face. And for me, I was very shy at first. I didn't want to put my face out there, but you have to if you really want people to feel comfortable with you. And at first, you don't really have to put your face out there as you're just, creating your ads and stuff like that. But just being present, like creating your ads and putting yourself out there, that's going to be the most important way to build someone's trust. So, yeah, that's what I feel. Thank you, Georgia.
Awesome, girl. You're welcome. Thank you. And thank you for all you do. And I was talking with one of your business partners, and yeah, I'm telling her that you're going to help her with everything because you're such a great mentor. You are.
Thank you.
You're welcome. You're doing absolutely incredible for our team. You're teaching them how to make their pages beautiful, what colors they want and how to make it professional. And it's like this business was a no-brainer for you. This business was like meant for you. You were a little bit.
But I'm super shy. I'm naturally super shy. So I think me having my other business, like I have my hair business, so that kind of helped me to be able to do this business as well. Because with my hair business, I had to put myself out there because I wasn't getting a lot of following through my content and stuff like that until I put my face in front of my brand and in front of my product. And then people started following me more and I was starting to get more business through putting my face out there and doing reels and doing content and all of that stuff. So it's important, it is important, even though you just have to step out of your comfort zone. We all have one, we're all nervous, we're all scared, but if you want your business to succeed, putting yourself out there is the most important thing.
Yeah, 100%. What I was going to ask you is, what would you tell somebody who was feeling like they can't do this? Because there was a point where you was like, I don't know if I could do this. And you're like, you were unsure. And I was like, Tymeka, like, you're amazing. Like, what are you talking about? You can't. So what would you feel like, how could you advise somebody to feel?
You have to just build up your confidence. Just do things just little by little. Just take it day by day and step by step. Just maybe one day put a picture of yourself out there because we all have, social media. I'm pretty sure we've all put up a picture of ourselves one day, on our social media. So put a picture up and put just like a little, saying underneath about the business, and then it'll work yourself up towards maybe one day going on a live or one day, doing a reel. But just working yourself up slowly by slowly. And as you're doing it, just try to build up your confidence is the best way. And, like I was talking with another of our business partners, and we are saying sometimes you feel that people are judging you and thinking that, oh, what is she doing now? But I think it's our own personal thoughts sometimes in our head that are like, oh, this person is judging me, but it's not really that the person is judging you. You're just thinking that within yourself. So once you build up your confidence slowly by slowly, then it'll all come together. Like I seen Jasmine's post the other day of you just putting your computer on there on your Instagram. And I'm like, oh, good. She's starting, she didn't put her face or anything, but she put her computer and she put a couple of words, and that was perfect. Like, she's just starting. She's just trying to put herself out there, and that's perfect.
Yeah. And, if you really want, like, you can just follow the training and post content that we show you. You don't have to post anything about yourself, just as long as you get content on your page. This is my best advice for everybody. Believe me, I have really shy people, and I also have people that can't put their face on there because they're from the army, or they're a teacher, or they're a pastor, and they don't want it to mix. Like, I don't want to be a salesperson. I don't want to be this, that. We aren't a pushy salesperson, but whatever the case may be, they just don't want to look like that to their community. Okay, I understand, like, the way I am is, I don't care what people think. If they're going to judge me anyways, okay? I know God knows me, and I know what kind of person I am. But there's people out there who really can't take the judgment because their career, their job, like, is telling them you can't be on social media, or you can't, as a pastor, they're like, okay, my work is pastoring. I don't want to, try to look like a pushy salesperson that I'm, that instead of continues my pastoring. So it could all your whole business, to anybody who's watching, could be a totally separate name. Okay, it can be. And it could be a certain, like, I have a person that has their initials of her and her 3 family members, her and her husband and her children. That's her. The initials of that is her corporation. She actually got a corporation, and she actually has all her pages and website, just those initials. And literally, it's working for her. So some people don't want to put their own selves out there, and they share our content, and the business continues to grow for them. So I just want you guys to know that. And we do have people that have websites without pictures. And I cut your sales. So I can be the face of your business if you'd like. Okay? You're going to speak with real humans, and they're going to speak to you. And you can literally, whatever the case may be, if they want to video chat you privately, make sure that the sale's going through, make sure this isn't a scam, or whatever the case may be. Okay? They could make sure they can always contact you. But if you're feeling like, yeah, privately, I'll make sure that I walk the client through the buying process if they need to reach out to me. Because no matter what, our system does walk people through the buying process. But if they need to contact you and message you, or whatever the case may be, you could show them you're real, right? But if you don't want it to be out there in the online world, your picture or going live, that's fine. Okay, but if you do, it's even better. You're going to succeed a lot more quicker, honestly. But you still will succeed if you. What's wrong with that? You might make $3,000 a month doing no showing yourself or whatever, and you might make $4,000 or $5,000 a month really quicker, because you was out there more and presenting yourself, and people feel like, oh well, I can talk to that person. It's like I could shake their hand almost through the internet, like they're there, and the product and the transaction, everything will go through, and or I could start this business, and I could feel comfortable to talk to them, to speak with them, whatever the case may be. They feel comfortable. So you're totally right, Tymeka. Keep on growing, keep on succeeding. You're doing absolutely incredible. You're a huge inspiration to me and many other. And you came in with hesitation that you can't do this, right? And I was like, the thing is I've done this to myself, and I'm sure all of us go through that. We look at other people and we can see their potential. Like, I'm like, you have everything going for you. You're such a great creator, and your mindset, and I could just see the way she built her business with her, being a hairstylist, and selling hair products and all of that. I could already see that. Sometimes we don't see ourselves the way other people see us. And a business partner that's coming in, Louise, congratulations! She just sent her paperwork, and she's coming in the business, and she's getting started. I said, I could see how we're going to be besties. I already could see that, because she had a coaching call, and she's like, how did you see that? I'm like, I could just tell. I could tell from your picture. I could tell the way you act. I could tell the way you talk. You're a go-getter. You're not lazy, and I told her, I was joking, like, you could be lazy with this laptop. You could sit down and just do it. You know, there's people out there who avoid any work. Okay. Like, I don't know how to do this. I'm going to avoid it. Believe me, I've seen business partners do that. They don't know how to do something online, and they avoid it. Why avoid it? I've literally done paperwork that lawyers do, or I went extreme. There's things that I do like that you have to have a 10-year degree to do something online or whatever, my corporation or taxes or whatever. And I did it. And it's like, all I needed to do was take like an hour to learn it, or a couple of hours to go through the step by step, the way Google showed me, or the way the paperwork is telling you to fill it out. It's everything is capable. You can get through anything. The human being that is a billionaire has the same brain you have. They're human. You know, they just learned it, right? Me being a digital marketer and you know, making what I make a month and paying my debt and moving into this beautiful home, I still am the same person of everybody on here. The only thing is I've been in the business a little longer, and some people maybe don't work as much as me on the business. And I was telling Louise that I'm like, there's nights when I first started, I'd stay till 5 in the morning. Sometimes I still do stay till 5 in the morning. You know, going on the business, cleaning the house, doing like that's my personality. It's who I am. Like, I have a lot of energy, right? And I feel like I can't sit. I need to keep doing, right? So that's how I built my business up, because I spend a lot of time on it, right? And I like it. It's fun to me. I like creating the content. I like creating reels. I also like helping my business partners, and they blow up and they make me a whole bunch of commissions too by me getting these incentives from them blowing up. So it's such a good ripple effect, and it's such a good community, and it's such good products. They're so good for you. And there's traveling, and we have too in communication and fitness. There's all these amazing things that comes with the business, and you begin to excel and, you know, come into another level. My kids are screaming. All right, I won't take much more. Let's go to Ahmed. Thank you, Tymeka. How are you, Ahmed?
Hey, I'm doing very good. Thanks.
Awesome,
Thanks
awesome.
for having me here.
You're welcome.
Always happy to come on here.
You're welcome. I'll say real quick bye to Jasmine. I know she's leaving. Love you, girl. Thank you for coming. Why don't you introduce yourself for us, Ahmed? Tell us a bit about the subject. You're doing absolutely incredible. I want to say can we get a big applause for Ahmed? Because it's like he went into like a different realm, and he's posting, and you're making yourself huge in the online world. I love your posts lately. I love what you're doing. So yeah, tell us a little bit about the subject.
Sure. Yeah, my name is Ahmed. I started this business in 2018. And if any of you guys are looking at this topic and don't currently have an online presence, you shouldn't worry about that, because I started in 2018 and I had no online presence at all. I didn't have any social media. I just surfed YouTube now and then. But in saying that, although I have been in here since 2018, online presence is huge, and there's always a lot to learn. And as we were talking about Tymeka earlier, I've been here since 2018. She just joined last year, and she's actually teaching me stuff about how to better put myself out there, how to better brand myself. So regardless of whatever industry, career, job you are in right now, those skills are transferable here. You can still implement all those skills here. And that's a big thing that people need to know. Just because you're working online, you're still going to need those same skills. So bring it, whatever you can, whatever you have, bring it to the table. Everyone could always bring something to the table. So you need to remember that. In regards to having an online presence, I was way too shy and nervous, and I just didn't know how to go live when I started. So I took little steps here and there. I did pre-recorded videos, and I would post them on my Facebook, and I would see people talking on there and asking questions. But then one day, as we say in this community, sometimes you just got to get comfortable being uncomfortable. So I just decided to go 30-second clips, 1-minute lives. And as I was doing those lives, I've noticed that people were coming to my lives and commenting and asking questions. Because when people get to know you, they get comfortable with you, and they would like to do business with you. So I noticed, hey, this is a good way for people to get to know me. There's a lot of people that come to our business pages. They just want to get to know you. Because when you put ads out there on YouTube or whatever advertisement platform that you're on, people are going to come and they want to first get to know who you are. Because a lot of people, when they hear online business, right away they get skeptical. And that's totally normal. Everyone has that. It's an instinctive thing that we as human beings have. And when they come to your business page and they get to learn more about you, they see that you're doing lives, they get to know who you are, they get to see the other people interacting with you, they get to see people are coming into the business, you're welcoming people. And like we are doing now, we're telling you guys, we just signed up 2 more people just today only. And that's just us. There's thousands and thousands of people in our business community. And how Paulo talked about, we are global as well. And one thing I like to show, just like he does, is when I go traveling, I like to show it on my social media. Hey, I'm traveling. I'm still running my business. There's a lot of automation that goes on in this online business too that also helps you earn while you're sleeping. Who doesn't want to earn while they're sleeping? Earn while you're out there doing the things that you love. I love playing sports. I love going to the gym. Those are the things I love. And when I'm doing that, I don't have to worry about my business, right? It's out there. Growing my online presence has significantly helped me. And if you're someone that is not tech savvy, does not know how to create an online presence for yourself, does not know how to do these lives, don't worry, because I was there too, and I'm still learning. And as you could tell, we have an amazing community here that will teach you if you don't have that. So regardless of where you are, regardless of what your knowledge is, we'll help you create one. So you just got to put yourself out there, just get a little bit comfortable in the uncomfortable world of the online space, and you'll be able to achieve anything. Thanks.
100%. That was awesome. You're so inspirational. You're doing absolutely incredible. Yeah. Good job. What a speech. What a speech.
Yeah. Kind of went off topic a little bit, but
no, that's not off topic. It's totally,
okay.
Yeah, it's totally what people need to hear. Like, I love that what you said. Like, in this business, you have to get comfortable with not being comfortable. Mike and Darren talk about that, and I think one of the biggest reasons. Well, I know one of the biggest reasons we continue to talk about that is we've had support. Like as old ones, now we're all 3 up top. As ones that's been here, because I've been 4, Paulo's 5, you're 5. Like we've been here the longest, and if you notice that we're a ripple effect. Like we've learned from the leaders, and we've learned, it's okay to be uncomfortable, and it's okay to not know, and it's okay to ask a stupid question. They made us okay with that. They made us like, silly, why would you not ask that question? Like, and they joke with us, and they always made it where it doesn't have to be this real scary, room or chat that we can't ask a question. And we can joke around too, and we can love each other, but there's a limit. There's no bullying allowed. There's no this, there's no that. Like, we're not, we're not unprofessional, but it's to the point where any question can be asked. Everybody is a leader, and we all have something to bring to the table. And I love that. Like, in our training committee and in our groups, like, all of us have something specific we do. Okay, Paulo is huge in our community. Same thing with me. Same now, Ahmed. Same thing with Tymeka. I bet Jeff is going to help, and he's going to bring something to the table. We all learn things, and we bring something to the table. So I just, like I was telling Luis today, like my specifications, like I'm known in the community, is I help people with ads. So I'm always brought on to our masterminds, ads, and I help my team. Those 2 main things. You want to join this business if you know I'm going to help you. And everybody, no matter whose page you see this on, we're together. You're going to be in our group, and we're going to help you with your ads, and we're going to make sure that you're set up. So with that being said, like, that's what just me, I bring to the table. Okay? Give me 1 second. Sorry, my kids are being loud. I'm putting them all to clean. It's cleaning day. So they're all screaming and mad at each other because I'm telling the big kids to tell the little kids what to do. But there you go. Like, Paulo brings to the table where he actually helps people to talk about their success journeys. Okay. And that's huge, right? And Ahmed is doing a whole bunch of technical things. And just like we said, Tymeka is helping people with the pages and get set up. That's just a handful of people. Just like Ahmed said, there's hundreds. of people and thousands of people working behind the system. Okay, and they're techie, they're doing this, they're doing that to make sure we flow good, to make sure our business succeeds, to make sure we make 5, 10, 20 grand a month. I love that. I love that if I teach some people about ads, or, and I make sure people are assisted. My business is taken care of. I have a tech team that's making sure my funnels are working properly. I have a tech team that's making sure our business is running the way it should run, right? And we have these affiliate companies these 4 affiliate companies that are making sure they ship the products, they have the products, they store the products, they get the products, they make them, whatever the case may be. They're handling that. Like, there's all these sources, everybody's handling something, and I'm just making sure my business flows good. And as a coach and a mentor, I'm making sure I help people with their ads, and I'm making sure I get people set up. And so, yeah, it's amazing. Thank you, Ahmed. So Jeff, the new business partner of the day. You and Louise started the same day. So congratulations. Let's give him a big round of applause. You're an action taker. Why don't you introduce yourself for us? Tell us, why you're starting this. Tell us a little bit about your background, what kind of work you're doing, and maybe in your own words. And as you wanted to come into this online world, tell us why. And why would, an online presence benefit you?
Yeah, so I'm Jeff. I'm from Ontario. I work as a die setter for a Toyota parts supplier company called Toyotetsu, and I've always wanted to work from home and sort of have my own online business. And so with what's been happening the last couple of years, I've realized that now's the time to go into online and make sure that there's that sort of thing going on. Let's see. Because sometimes with it's not always possible to go to work, and sometimes you got to find a way to make money from home. So when I found out about this company, I just watched a YouTube ad, and the next thing I knew, I wanted to know more, and here I am. So, yeah.
Awesome. And yeah, like, I'm gonna put you on the spot. I'm gonna bug you a little. What made you start this so quick? Did you see other opportunities? Like, what made you be like, I'm doing this? I watched the workshop. I'm signing up. I'm getting started. What made you do that so quick?
I was just looking for the first opportunity that felt right to me, and when I saw the ad, I was like, yeah, I'll try this.
Awesome. I'm glad we made you feel comfortable, and we earned your trust, and we earned your partnership, because now we're partners. Okay, so we're gonna blow up to the top. I think Paulo says that, and I think Ahmed said it before too. You're a business owner, a sole proprietor. You're a business owner. You're on your own, but you're really not on your own, because you have a whole crew. When they say that you have 10,000 people, like in the Bible, the army with you, right? Walking with you. That's the way you have in this business. It's very secure. It's not a pyramid scheme or a fly by night. It's secure. That's what I love about this business. You're secured. As long as you work on your business, Jeff, every day work on your business. If you don't have any to-dos, you're just working, focus. And sometimes what I want to say to people and to you that's just started, we have to sacrifice sometimes in order to become huge in a business, as an entrepreneur, in the online world. And that's the thing that a lot of people aren't willing to do. Okay, they aren't willing to sacrifice because they're becoming uncomfortable, and people don't like to be uncomfortable. I understand that. So we're talking about that, and this is why it's good to make your presence online, so you can make people a little bit more comfortable, okay, in buying your product, or a little bit more comfortable right now to start this online business. We want to show you that there is a way but we're not going to sugarcoat it and say, well, you don't have to do anything. And if you work on your business 20 minutes, maybe once a week, you're going to be boom to the top and be a millionaire in a couple of years. No, that's not. Okay, a person who just earned $1.2 million since a year, she works on her business 12 to 14 hours a day. Now, if you think about people who work 12 to 14 hours, construction workers, okay, people who's on their feet day and night as a nurse or a school teacher, they don't make that. They are not even in the six-figure income, okay? So why wouldn't you take a chance to build your own empire? It might be a little bit scary, okay? It might be a little uncomfortable. You might have to depend on yourself, because believe me, there's months when I first started this business, I'm like, can I make it? Can I make it? And then boom, 11,000, boom, 8,000, boom, 20,000. I was like, there's going to be a little doubt. There's going to be that stupid little doubt that keeps. I'm very successful. Okay, it's not hidden that I'm not successful. Like, I'm successful. A lot of people know that, right? It's evident. A lot's changed in my life. But there's a part of me that's a silly part that doubts myself ever so often. Could you really do it? Could you really get those incentives? Could this continue to build you for the rest of your life? Is this really going to make you, get your $1 billion foundation going? Do you believe in yourself? That's the question that comes in my head. But then there's a bigger part. You can do it. You're strong. Okay, look at how much money everybody else is making. And to someone else that's just starting the business, they look at me like, could I really do that? Could I do what George is doing? So we always doubt ourselves, right? Going to a 7-figure earning retreat, we just went to that. I went to that in October. And I'm looking at all these people. Now, these people are millionaires. They earn way more than me. They earn like 120 and 160,000 a month. And they're asking me for help. And I'm looking at them and I'm shaking my head. I'm like, I want you to tell me what you're doing. And they're like, no, we need you to come teach our team. And oh my goodness, it's Georgia. And they're taking pictures with me. And I'm like, I'm shaking my head. And I'm like, really? That's the way what I love is, first of all, they're humble. But what I also realize is I don't see my potential. And a lot of people don't see their potential. So if you're watching right now, and if you're thinking you don't see your potential, and you don't know if you can do this, think again. I was that person. I was that stay-at-home mom that her business failed, and I was in debt. And I literally thought I could never do anything until all my kids are out and going to school, and then I can literally start getting a job, or maybe working on becoming a counselor or going back to school. But then this business fell in my lap, and lo and behold, look at what I've accomplished in 4 years. And in the first 13 months, I accomplished all this. Because 13 months ago, I literally built myself up to make almost 5K a sale. So it took me 13 months. Now, a lot of my business partners are doing it in 2 months because they're doing the same thing that I did. It took me 13 months to find out how to do that, but now I give it to them right away. Like, this is what you do. Do what I did. If you can put a little bit more time, a little bit more effort, if you can do it, learn from my mistakes. I'm a coach. I only worked on my business an hour a day or every other day. I didn't spend as much money on ads. I didn't have ad budget. If you have ad budget, use it. If you don't have ad budget, put more time into the free ads. Okay, do what I did and do all that and do 2-3 hours a night. Okay. And if you need to break it up, then you can do 40 minutes there, 20 minutes there. Just work on it 3-4 hours a day even. And sacrifice your time. If you can't go spend 2 hours at the gym anymore, if you can't go, keep visiting your family and miss those Sunday dinners, if you can't, it's a sacrification that's needed. Oh, well, those people will miss you for a couple months. Maybe you're going to be eating pizza and sandwiches for a couple months because you can't make these big fancy dinners. Maybe you're just going to have to say no to a friend and can't go to that club. Okay, but your sacrifices. If you watch the billionaires, Lamborghini, they don't advertise on commercials because their people, their audience is not sitting at home watching TV. Okay, so they don't do no commercials. That's what they said, because their targeted audience doesn't watch TV. Their target audience is too busy building their empire, right? And I'm not saying you can't hang out, watch TV, and I just watched a movie with the kids, but your goal is to lay off Netflix, lay off YouTube, lay off the time wasters, and build that empire, because you're going to be grateful. You're going to have something that is going to be with you for life. You're building your legacy and your empire. And I've seen that for myself. I don't regret one minute, 1 day, 1 hour working on my business, because it grew me to where I am right now. Yeah. Did anybody want to add anything?
I just want to add in, just like, instead of, if you change that mindset of just saying, instead of studying sacrifices, just saying investing your time into doing this X, Y, and Z, then it really changes the way you think. Because it is a hard sort of shift from watching, like, after work, a lot of us are tired, we're exhausted, it's just how we are, and you just want to sit there on the couch, watch Netflix, eat a bag of chips, and just call it a day. But if you tell yourself, you know what, I'm going to reward myself after, I'm going to do 30 minutes of business work, an hour of business work, and then I will give myself an hour of watching Netflix. It's just that way of changing your scheduling, because we all have the time. I mean, who doesn't binge? I used to be that binge watcher. I'd be like watching 3 hours of Netflix, because now it just automatically goes to the next episode. So, but yeah, if you just stop yourself and just mentally say, no, I'm going to do this, and then I will do that after. And as you build that habit, then you're going to start creating that natural schedule, and then it'll just be something natural now that you'll be able to come home from work and be like, do a bit of work, and then do whatever you want to do, sports, workout, watch Netflix. So yeah.
I love that. Yeah, it's to me, it's been like a second nature, because my relaxing time, like when all the kids go to bed and everything, my relaxing time is going in my bed, or sitting on my computer chair or the couch, and just making a reel real quick, or working on my business, sending out paperwork, like checking my stats, checking my leads, making sure that my leads are being answered if anybody emailed me, because my system gets back to leads, but the thing is sometimes leads will reach back out to you, and then it comes in. It's going to come in manually, so you're gonna be able to message them back. So, yeah, go on.
Oh, I was just saying, yeah, you will get ridiculed from friends and family for not watching TV. Like, I was just with my partner at his friend's place. We were watching a show, and they're like, "Oh, have you guys watched White Lotus?" I'm like, I barely watch TV. The only time I watch TV is when I'm hanging out with my partner. And they're like, what do you mean you don't watch TV? And so you'll get that, but you just have to learn that, I'm making these sacrifices now so that I can have a better future.
Oh, Paulo, guess who's watching?
Who's that? Oh, my mom? Yeah.
Your mom. I love your mom.
She's
watching from Calgary. Good afternoon. I'm Paulo's mom.
Yeah.
She said, I'm so proud of you, Paulo, as a mom.
Yeah, that's my biggest why is of doing this business, to help her. So I want to take her on more trips, take her on cruises, take her to Europe. I want to take her on a big shopping spree in London, let her buy how many couple of fashion bags or designer bags. That's what it's called. Yeah. So.
Anik? Is that your nickname?
Oh, no. It's so in Filipino, anak is son.
Oh.
That's the word. Yeah.
Wow. Awesome. Well, hello, beautiful Agnes. God bless you. Made a wonderful son. He's the sweetest ever. God bless you. And Paul, how are you, Paul Biddy? This is one of our business partners. He wants to get started. He's going to get started very soon here. So, yeah, I heard his story. You're a hard worker, and I know you're sick of that 9 to 5. So why not get started? Why not do something different? Jump out of your comfort zone. You have nothing to lose and everything to gain. And I know you watched our free workshop already. So, but to those who didn't watch the free workshop, that's what your next step is. If you want to learn how you too can make a presence online, watch our free workshop. And I'll say real quickly, we have another 5 minutes here, but I'll say real quickly my whole my idea of why and my actual experience. Why create a presence online and how will it benefit you? So I'm Georgia Williams. I'm coach, president, and CEO. I've been doing this business since, like you guys heard, over 4.5 years. I have 5 children, and they're my everything. Whatever I do is for them. And yeah, so they're a handful. As you can hear, they're screaming in the background. They're a handful. They're good kids, but at the same time, they all need their love, and I need to put my time and effort into them, just like I do with this business. So in the beginning, I didn't have much time to work on this business. I literally would have an hour a day every so often. My ex was super skeptical about this business, and the twins were only like 2 years old at the time. So I didn't have much time, but the little time that I had, I built myself up. Like I started to make 300 and 1,200, and then it went up. And it's like the more sales I got, the more that this company paid me huger commissions because my sales volume went up. So when your sales volume goes up, they pay you higher commissions on your sales. So I was like, boom, I got there. And in 13 months, I paid off all my debt. I purchased a new Escalade. Then a year ago, we moved here into this beautiful home. And I've just been, really grateful for everything that has changed in my life. So why create an online presence and how will it benefit you? Number one, the very important reason why to build yourself an online presence is because everything is moving to the online world. You're going to be left behind. Even right now, if you're a car sales associate, or if you have a brand, like if you have a clothing brand, or if you have something going for you right now, it is best to build yourself an empire online. And in our training, we even show you how to do that. There's people that have different businesses or have themselves out there for something else, and they highly benefit from our training. So our training will show you, but our training is expertise training, and it specifically targets people who are going to buy our product. So, but you can learn how to sell your extra product too. But and we show you how not to cross promote. We show you exactly how to advertise this business. And if you want to use your training for real estate or whatever else you're doing, you can do that. So yes, you want to build your presence because everything is going in the online world. And obviously we touched on trust, but that's the big thing that I was going to say again, the trust factor. Okay. Building your presence online, number one, is because you want to get out there as much as you can. You can go 10x online. You can keep going, and nothing can stop you. You can advertise and post on like 10 different platforms in the matter of 5 minutes. It might take you like 20 minutes to make that content. You could post on 10 platforms and get a buyer from that post from those 10 platforms, and boom, you get a $5,000 sale. But the thing is not without trust. So you have, in order for you to create all this content, for you to make yourself a presence, you need to post. You need to build that content. So yeah, those are the two things. The online world is here, okay, and it's not going away. It's only getting bigger and bigger. And second is you want to get that trust. You want to get that trust. So we're coming up on 1 hour. And obviously these kids are being really loud. She's walking like she's real good. They're real good, right? They're so cute. So anybody who wants more information, did you want to finish off, Paulo? You can finish off for us.
Yeah, so if anyone wants to learn more information or learn how all this works, just go to any of our landing page or websites. Mine's thewonpaulo.com. Tymeka is the ForbesFactor.ca. Ahmed is ahmedmohammed.com. And Georgia, I think yours is georgiawilliams.ca, correct? And for Jeff, if anyone is interested with joining him, just go through Georgia, and then she can connect you with Jeff afterwards.
And if you see this on anybody's pages, just reach out to them. They can send you the free workshop because that means they are a mentor or coach and they can get you started. So love you all. Thank you for joining, everybody. Congratulations again, Jeff, and Tymeka, your big sale. And yeah, we'll see you. Say bye, Sky. Bye, everyone.
Bye,
Click on that link. Watch our free workshop. It's happening actually every Tuesday and Thursday And when you add your name and your email to our website, you'll be taken right away to the replay. So you can find out all about this business, the slides, and how we can get you started ASAP. So God bless everyone. Bye.